Well, good afternoon, folks. Welcome to the Cook's Lawn Care 30. John on board with the 12 of Austin Roads, and as it seems like once again we're having ISP issues. Sounds like not gonna get too into detail because really not worth getting into a ramble. But the software used to multi-broadcast seems to be completely just strangling our ISP or something. So we are going to have to look into switching programs because the other day I was streaming perfectly fine to just the Twitch platform. And when I stream to any other platform solo, it works fine. But when we try to stream now through the program we're dual streaming through, it just seems like it's, for some reason, having issues these last like 2 weeks. We get it settled out, and then the next race it'll just be doing it again. So if we have some frame drops tonight, again, we do apologize. Sorry that that's becoming like a hit or miss thing, it seems like, every week now, and we're definitely going to look into changing up some software going forward and hopefully fixing this, because it's definitely not what me and Chris want up here in the booth. But it looks like it might be smoothing itself out just a little bit at the moment, but we'll hopefully be able to catch a good race here tonight, and you know, if not, we do have it recording, so it will be going up on the YouTube page right after the race is over, and we will have that full recording up on YouTube, so you'll be able to see it without any of the jump skips or the hiccups. Hopefully we don't have many of those tonight, as like I said, again, just a program we use to dual stream seems like it is being a little funky here recently, and we're gonna look into that because it is starting to really bother me and Chris.
Yeah, it seems that whenever I get ready to go live, when everything's transitioning and stuff, the program just falls apart, and it's been giving me a lot of issues. Like Josh said, I'm gonna end up looking into another program. So if it does give us a little bit of issues, we will take care of it for next week. But right now, Josh, let's go through what's going on the field, what's going on the track right now.
Oh, Austin Roads just wrecked.
Yeah,
Josh Shabby, that 5 machine, gonna set pole position. But he's gonna go around right there. He's got that mood forward number. 2022, that's what your number's gonna be looking like in the real life Cup Series, man. I think those are like motorcycle numbers. It's right on board here with the 51 of Bradley Wilson. Currently sitting P2. Let's see if the 2 week in a row race winner was your race winner last week, and it's your opening race of the season. Let's see if this 51 in that next gen 51 Dodge Charger will himself to a better lap here on the second lap.
Just speaking of Bradley Wilson in the chat a few minutes ago saying let's play over or under on how many cars are going to wreck tonight. So Bradley Wilson out here trying to place a little bit of a bet.
Oh, I know it's going to be crazy into the bus stop, into the back straightaway, especially in the dog leg coming up front stretch. I mean, these guys are going to be getting off. You're throwing a lot of these boys that are used to just going left onto the road course here, and not everybody, you know, we say it every year or every race, it seems like when we go to a road course, you know, these guys, a lot of them, you might say, well, you know, they keep driving road course out, they're not getting any better at them. Well, hey, some of them just don't plain like them, so they don't really ever try to get better at them, and that's what happens when you come to these road courses sometimes, man. You're going to see some drivers out of their habitat, out of their what they're used to, their comfort zone, and we got some new drivers in the field in this season. Not sure what to expect from those drivers either, so it's just going to be a fun guessing game here tonight. He's right on board with that 27 of William Brown.
Yeah, he was last night's Xfinity car winner, race winner in the Full Throttle Series. Did race behind him, kind of shot myself in the foot, got second place behind him, but hey, William Brown's one of those drivers that he's really good, and when you get behind him, you can learn a lot. It looks like Josh Carver set 4th fastest time. Daniel Hendry is going to set himself into that 5th place. Matthew Fitt's going to move up into that 2nd place.
Oh, look at that. William Brown up in
William
first.
Brown up in first. Adam Alishire going to set himself into 3rd. Whoa, as William Brown's going around, going into turn number 2.
Yeah, but a 154.297. He set himself in a really comfortable position. Almost 7/10 faster than that 2 machine of, or excuse me, that 2nd place machine, that 5 of Josh Abbey. So, William Brown good little lap there. We'll see what these drivers can do to better themselves as you're out on board with that number 2 Ford Mustang of Matthew Fitz. He wheels it through turn number 5. Coming to turn number 6, getting on to what they call NASCAR turn 1 here. As this is one of the toughest braking zones on the track for me, getting it slowed down for this left-hander. You'll see so many people here tonight get close to going out to those tires out there, almost like Matthew Fitz did, but he just went wide early. And there's a bump on exit right there, so if you get just a little bit too inside or too outside, you get on the throttle wrong, that bump will unsettle the race car, throw that race car around. You'll be wrecking going on to the NASCAR Oval. As you see Matthew Fitz coming through turn number 2, he's going to be up through the gears. He's maxed out right now. He's going to spot his break-ins at about that 400 mark, I would assume, in the old Gen 6 cars. Not sure what these guys are breaking at here tonight. I haven't had the opportunity to drive the next gen cars, excuse me, on the road courses. You see him get it through the bus stop pretty fast. Matthew Fitz on a nice little flyer right here. We'll see if he's able to better himself. Just looking from the odds, it looks like he's on a decent little run. That was a good run through the bus stop as he's going to come through NASCAR's turn 3 and 4 and down into the dog leg. This was added when they announced the road course because if they didn't have those unrestricted road course cars, they'd be getting close to 200 plus miles an hour going into turn 1, and that would not be fun.
Yeah,
Try to get 200-mile-an-hour race cars slowed down for that hard left-hander in turn 1.
Yeah, it's already hard enough to get these cars slowed down. I mean, I don't know about the next gen cars. I know they do have bigger brakes on them, but the last gen cars, they were a handful to get slowed down going into this turn. You see Matthew Fitz getting a little wiggly there. Looks like he's going to set himself up into the 5th place position. Moved himself up 1 position. Doesn't look like Austin Rhodes is going to be able to set a lap time. Going Brian Hubel, see if he can get him a lap set down. Whoa, as we go on board with him, you see him spinning coming out of the bus stop down the backstretch. So the 19 in the grass, probably just going to pull it back to the pits and reassess that situation. See him hop out of the car. Just Houdini in and out. I wish it was that easy.
And so you're looking for the race info on your screen. It's going to be a partly cloudy night here tonight. 77, not a hot track either, 80 degrees. Has only 2 mile an hour of wind here on this beautiful night at Daytona, man. It's going to be a good race here at the road course in Daytona Beach, Florida. I mean, a track that is just, even if you're not winning on the oval, it's just one of those tracks. You just want to win at Daytona. It doesn't matter if you're winning a go-kart race in the infield, man, or whatever. I mean, you're winning at Daytona. That's a special feeling. A lot of these guys are. Looks like qualifying is over. So we're going to get to our grid here in just a moment.
As if you're watching the live stream right now, it's probably really bad. I do see that there's a lot of frame dropping. Don't know what the issue is. Do apologize about that, but we're going to go ahead and run through the field here. Maybe the stream will get itself figured out, but if not, like we said, this will be up at the end of the race.
As we're going to go through your qualifying grid here for the race. It's going to be that number 27 of William Brown tonight, starting on that pole position. That number 5 of Joshua Abbey, he's going to be lining up P2. That number 24, Adam Alishire, he's going to be lining up P3 with Bradley Wilson in that P4 position. Matthew Fitz sitting P5 with Bryant Seaborn at P6. AJ Green, P7 with Josh Carver, P8. Daniel Hinder, P9 with Nathan Nickel, rounding out your top 10 here tonight. It's going to be Ed DeBauer in that 82 machine lining up P11. Brian Chu, the Candyman, lining up P18 in that Toyota Camry. He is going to be lining up P12, in that number 18, lining up P12 with Logan Rhodes, lining up P13. Then it's going to be Lance Hill in that P14 spot with Robbie Bice in that 28 Ford Mustang lining up P15. Colin Forrester in that 9 machine going to be lining up P6 with James Morgan in that 43, lining up P17. Daniel Ship, Brian Hubel, they're going to line up in that P18 at P19 position with Austin Rhodes. rounding out your top 20. Then it's going to be Stan Mayberry in that 21st position, with David Salter 22nd, Mickey Newman 23rd, and Jimmy Green in that 24th spot. Austin Gee, Shane Weldon Sr., they're going to sit 25th and 26th, with Chad Hitchcock rounding out your field here tonight in that 27th position. So it looks like our field is starting to grid up as, yep, there goes the pace car, as it's going to be William Brown and Josh Abbey. As you'll see some drivers elect to skip the dog leg here, or excuse me, the bus stops. Others will just follow it through.
It does look like everybody's going to go ahead and pull through it. And if you did hear what I said earlier, we are having a little bit of a streaming issue with our restream program. So we will be changing that after tonight. So just bear with us. If the stream does skip a little bit, it does look like it clears itself up. So we're going to keep streaming, but it is being recorded. We will re-upload it after the race, and then next week we'll have a different program here.
Yeah, usually in the middle of the race, it'll just clear itself up. Right now, it seems like it's just being goofy. We've given it as many opportunities as we can, because the last couple times we've used it, it's it's been working very well. Last race we me and Chris were on broadcasting for, went pretty fine, and then for some reason this race it seems to go all crazy. But besides that, William Brown 27 bringing us to the green is Josh Abbey going to be in rolling that outside lane. That 24 of Adam Alishire going to dive it to the inside lane. It's turn one. This is a big checkup zone. It's 24 already going to miss. 27 around. Big wrecks in a turn one, 9 around.
Yeah, you saw Colin Forster going into the wall. Adam Alishire also getting all out of sorts. Whoa, 24 and 14. You see the 24 just backing it up there. Whoa, that 24 just having nowhere to go. Everybody just getting all kinds of crazy. Look at that, spinning all up there. You got the 3 of Josh Carver all up there in turn 5 and 6, 48 of William Brown around. Whoa, we've just got all kinds of stuff going on.
Yeah, I am not sure what just happened. That was a demolition derby on lap number 1 here, Chris.
Yeah, we're going to try to go back and figure out what happened. Let's go back here to the very beginning. Let's ride on board here with Adam Alishire going into turn 1. You see the 24 coming down into that turn 1. You see the 9 getting loose back there. Whoa, the 23 just going all the way out there. The 24 getting around 14. Sorry, 27
that was
getting
the
around.
leader.
Yeah, you see the 27 going around. He gets back on track. 24 going to back it up. See everybody just trying to get around, but then you go up here. Looks like you got the 8 around.
Then you got Jimmy Green, all those guys up. I mean, not Jimmy Green, excuse me. Josh Carver, all those guys out of sorts. And turn number 3 right there, and just still making contact. And man, lap number 1, and I'm pretty sure every race car right there got damage.
Yeah, as we go back on board, you've seen Shane Weldon Sr. going to be off the track. We're going to go back up here. Josh Abbey in the lead with that 51 of Bradley Wilson. Man, he's trying to make it a three-peat up here, all over the back bumper of that 5. So let's see if that 51 can do anything here and get around that 50, or sorry, that 51 can get around that 5, or that 5 can hold off that 51. Because right now it looks like the closest person is Daniel Hendry, which he is in 3rd place, just now coming through that dog leg.
Yeah, but I want to say, look at Josh Abbey, man. That number 5 machine last season, I remember seeing him in Josh Abbey was having good runs towards the end of the season, but he was just one of those drivers always wrong place, wrong time. But it seems like he's turned it around this season. Josh Abbey's been on a good run in these next-gen cars. As we got a big wreck in the dog leg. It's going to be that 23 of Jimmy Green looking like he's just going to go ahead and pull it down pit road. That 23 might be calling it a night.
Yeah, it looks like the 43 crash. Let's see what happens here. You see the 43 getting all out of sorts there. Whoa, big hit there from the 43. Josh Carver going to get into it, so that's where Josh Carver came into play. And you see, Josh Carver going to spin it around in that dog leg. So you just see a lot of carnage and chaos going on here in these beginning laps.
Chaos indeed is the word to describe that with, man. These first couple laps have been dangerous. I mean, 2 laps into it, we've already got a lot of race cars down pit road. William Brown, Brian Hebo, Jamie Green, James Morgan, Bryant Seaborn, and Lance Hill all down pit road, as it looks like James Morgan He is going to get out of that race car, take it to the hauler. That 43 is going to call it a night after big impact there. Coming into the, oh, look at that, 51 right up to the back bumper of Josh Abbey. All that carnage is going on. This 51 and 5 said, hey, don't worry about all that going behind him. We got a 2-car show going here. So it looks like the 44 around in the bus stop. That's Daniel Ship. Big run from the 51.
As I was sitting there talking, muted the whole time, I was just saying we've got a lot of drivers down pit lane. As you see that 51 making a really big move on Josh Abbey.
But Josh Abbey's got a good entry into the turn. He's going to arc it out. That's really going to set him up for a straight run here through the S's. We'll see if he can get some ground here to the 51. 51 still looks like he got a good exit as well. As you'll see him go into turn number 3 here, set themselves up for the kink in turn number 5. As you see that 88 of David Salter up 17 positions, man. That 88 stayed alive there on lap number 1. Look at that. David Salter got himself a top 5 run here going. You see that 48 of AJ Green sitting 6th with Colin Forster 7th. Josh Carver in 8th, really beat up. And that 9 of Matthew, or excuse me, that 9 position going to go to Matthew Fitz with Robbie Bice rounding out your top 10 here currently. As well, big run from Matthew Fitz on to Josh Carver right there for that 8th place position.
Yeah, as we see 51 getting around the 1 there of Lance Hill to put him a lap down. So Lance Hill going to go a lap down, but that's going to open up the door there for Bradley Wilson. He's put a lap car in between him and Josh Abbey, so maybe Josh Abbey can get a little bit of a distance here. We do know he seems to be the next gen god, because he has come into these cars and shown everybody how it is. It looks like Adam Alishire's wrecked. Whoa, and the 24, or the, excuse me, it's like the 12 Austin Road's going to go around as well.
Yeah, mayhem on the racetrack currently as we're going into turn number 3 here. We'll see what happens. See that 24 get up there, and oh, just a big bumper right there.
Well, like,
as he's going to spin him around.
Honestly, if you look at it from that angle, it looks like there is a little bit of net code. Because look at how much bumper there is between him but when he goes around. That is a big old gap there.
Yeah, but Austin Rhodes doing his best impression of that Ferris wheel around, just going around and around. Unfortunate for that number 12 man. He's going to get spun here early. That's going to put him back into that 18th spot. Right here, it's going to be that 51 of Bradley Wilson, man. He's going to be up into that first place position, 3 spots up from where he started the race in that 4th spot. He's got himself a 3 and 4/10 gap on that 5 of Joshua Abbey.
Austin
Bradley Wilson.
Austin Geoff in the bus stop. Whoa, you see him getting really loose. The 2 of Matthew Fitz getting around him there. Oh, that 83 having a little bit of trouble. Probably that braking zone going into the bus stop just got the back end out from under it. Yeah, you see him getting a little hot there, getting it locked up. Oh, send it around. Yeah, he's got a couple of people off track now. It looks like AJ Green just went off track. Colin Forster's off track as well. So a lot of the drivers are kind of finding the grass more than the concrete. But we're going to go back up on board with Bradley Wilson. Looks like he's got a 4 and a 3/4 gap on that 5 car Josh Abbey. So that 51, just like we said, just showing these boys how these next gen cars are done.
Yeah, it's that 5. He's going to be about 5 seconds back now from that 51 of Bradley Wilson. Bradley Wilson, lap after lap, keeps setting fastest lap of the race, 1:55.57. That's almost a 3-second gap from where Josh Abbey ran his last lap. Actually, it is a 3-second gap, 3-second 2/10 gap from Josh Abbey. So, I mean, he's running 3 seconds faster than that 5 machine. That 51 is going to pull away fast here. If he keeps on this pace, for sure. Just how long can he go before that equipment's going to come back? I mean, we know road courses, tires, man, are a big, big factor. That race car starts to get very free on you and has a mind of its own once you get into it. A really long run. So we'll see how long that 51 is going to push. As I say that, looks like that 51 of Bradley Wilson just had another fastest lap, 1:55.10, as Josh Abbey said a 1:57.55. So he's still 2 seconds, 2/10 off. So not looking good right now for that number 5 machine of Josh Abbey here early.
Yeah, as we're kind of cycling through the field, a lot of those cars without that front bumper. See those brake rotors glowing red. having to get on the brakes a lot going into these braking zones. So a lot of these drivers just not used to that movement, not used to that having to get on the brakes and how much you need to push the brakes, and it's just always a test of your ability. It looks like Brian Seaborn's went off track.
That David Salter up into that 4th place position now. That 88 machine, man, keeping it consistent right here. He's looking like he might be taking it to these boys free shipping.
Yeah.
Is that UPS 88 Ford Mustang's rolling tonight?
Yeah, you did see that 4 of Nathan Nickel get around him, but let's see how that 88 attacks this. We do know that he's been putting in a lot of seat time, so let's see how that 88 machine can battle back and get that 3rd place position back from that 4 of Nathan Nickel.
Yeah, and big shout out to Nathan Nickel, man. That 4 machine, one of those drivers last season who just had an unfortunate year, man. I mean, it was just battling week in, week out. I mean, just at the opening race in Daytona, he looked very strong starting early, and then it just seemed like after that, it was just a downhill battle, man, or an uphill battle. He was just really trying his best to find pace, or if he wasn't finding pace, he was having to find wrenches and anything to fix that race car, because he was getting called up in about any and everything. I mean, there were so many wrecks last season that 4 machine was just a big innocent bystander, man. There was no reason he should have been going around, and he was. So a lot of sheet metal damage on that race car. Good thing they went to these composite bodies. That 4 looking good here tonight, though. Rolling in 3rd. We'll see if Nathan Nickel can hold off this 88 of David Salter, who looks like he's on a push right here.
Yeah, a little bit of a lockup there from that 88. Maybe he got into that gas a little hot. Look at that.
Big run, yeah.
Big run from that
4's just going to let him go.
Yeah, so maybe Nathan Nickel had a little bit of a gearing issue. Maybe he couldn't get it to shift down or something. And that 88 was able to get back into the gas and get out there and take that 3rd position away.
Oh, Salter going to lock up big time. So is the 4. The 4 is going to let him re-enter cleanly. As these two guys going to battle here. They got that 48 of AJ Green now starting to roll up. That 71 of Daniel Hinder as well. As you're going to see that 88, man. That 4 probably just let him by thinking, hey, I know he's going to mess up. I know he's going to make a mistake. And look at that 88 right there does make a mistake. That's going to allow that 4 Nathan Nickel to drive back on by here for this 3rd position. Just a good, calm and collected move from that 4. He let that 88 go down the front stretch. Didn't try to put so aggressive blocks on. And now he's got himself set up in a good position, but contact right there just a little bit from the 88 and the 4. As the 88 got in there hard, David Salter really starting to wear those tires out or something. It seems like that 88 machine falling off just a little bit here late run, or mid run, excuse me. Early run, it's only 6 laps, but you know.
As we've got 25 laps to go, we're going to go back up on board here with Bradley Wilson. Out to a really commanding lead. He's got almost 8 seconds on Joshua Abbey now. So Joshua Abbey still hanging in there, still hanging in with that 51. But like Chris Reed said in the YouTube chat, that 51 is bad fast. So, that 51 of Bradley Wilson, he's really just setting the pace for the whole field right now. But right now you see that 4 of Nathan Nickel, that 48 of AJ Green is back on that back bumper now. Got around that 88 of David Salter.
Yeah, David Salter seems like he's struggling a little bit in that 88 machine, as you see that 48 of AJ Green just driving by him here for this 4th place position. Salter still in the points, though. We'll see. Look at that. 4 Nathan Nickel, big lockup. He's going to get a slowdown for that, as it looks like he did just serve the penalty. As he's going to get rolling back here, but he's going to lose that position for that 48 of AJ Green, that 88 of David Salter. And here comes Daniel Hinder, Nathan Nickel. He's going to have to get back on the loud pedal on that 4 machine if he wants to make these positions back up here at lap number 7.
Yeah, it looks like that Nana Colin Forster, he's starting to come back, missing that front bumper. We saw him spin into turn 1 at the beginning of the race, so that 9 is starting to make a little bit of a stomp up through the field. But AJ Green's going to assume that 3rd place position. Josh Abbey in 2nd, but right now, that gap between that leader is starting to shrink down just a little bit. It was almost to 9, as I said, it's going up to 9 seconds now. So yeah, Bradley Wilson starting to pull away from that 5 machine, but they've got a 28-second gap on 3rd place. So 1st and 2nd right now, they're in a world of their own.
Yeah, speaking of world of their own, Bradley Wilson, man. 8-second gap from that 5 of Joshua Abbey. I mean, 51 is just rolling here. Once he got himself in the lead, he has just not looked back. That 51 just on a mission, man, for that 3rd win in a row here in the next gens. He's wanting to pick up another championship this season, it seems like. As we'll see that 51 get it into the dog leg here. As woo, looks like he got a little loose on entry, but he's going to gather it back up. 51, an experienced driver, very well handled driver as well. He's going to get it around and get it gathered back up. You see that 5 of Josh Abbey. He's going to lock up. He's going to get a slowdown penalty here. As maybe not. Looks like he might have gotten the slowdown penalty, but you know, some drivers know how to get slowdown penalties, and
Yeah.
if you know how to get slowdown penalties without having to actually, you know, stop all the way, there's ways to roll them, and maybe that's what that 5 did, or he just got lucky.
Yeah, as
The
you see
iRacing gods blessed him.
Excuse me, Josh. As you see on the map right now, you see that that 5 coming into that International Horseshoe. You see that 51 on track going into the turn. Excuse me, is that the? I don't know which turn that is. My brain is all kinds of confused right now. But as you see, the 5 is going into turn number 4. I want to say that is.
Yes, it's the King to Turner 5.
Yes, so look at that.
How many times have you drove this track?
I don't know. You see AJ Green just going into turn 1 now, or coming into turn number 3. So yeah, it's look at that big gap there. There is a big gap from that leader to that 3rd place position, and that 5 car is just right there in the middle.
All right, we've got this green flag run still underway. Going to go ahead and have a word from our sponsors as we go side by side here. You won't miss a thing. So sit back, watch the action on that other side of the screen as you get a quick word from our sponsors.
When do you plan on putting in that new fence we've been talking about since last summer?
I guess I could start tomorrow.
Protect the ones you love and protect your buried utilities by contacting 811 before you dig, either by phone, the web, or the NC 811 app. Know what's below. Before you dig, visit nc811.org to learn more. If recent storms have caused damage to your property, contact 811 before you begin your cleanup. Buried utilities around uprooted trees can make a bad situation worse if those lines are not located before digging. Electric, natural gas, and internet lines are everywhere, and knowing where they are is the safest way to start any digging project. Call North Carolina 811 by dialing 811 or by using single address ticket on nc811.
This tree is going to look great here.
Did you call 811 to protect your underground utilities?
I can't wait to see these roses come up.
Dig, dig, dig! Wait, we forgot to call 811.
Before you dig, make sure you can. Call 811 to know what's below. It's up to all of us to protect the ones we love.
Thousand frames in like the last 30 seconds, folks. So again, we apologize. You probably can't even understand what I'm saying right now, and if you can, do apologize. Just give us 1 second. We're trying to adjust some settings and get it worked out. I mean, we no matter what we adjust, it just seems like it's not fixing it. I mean, OBS is a very simple program that we stream off of. but it's another program. I'm not going to throw any names out there, but I just know that our actual ISP is very capable of streaming very high quality gameplay and or anything broadcast, anything like that, and it's just not up to par right now. So we're trying to figure it out, iron it out real quick, and we do apologize for the very skippy stream that I'm sure is happening, because with the way we're dropping frames, I'm sure it does not look pretty right now. But again, do apologize, and but we will have a version of the race recorded and put up on to YouTube, and it will not have any of the skips. So again, do apologize, and just give us one moment. We will try to get it ironed out a little bit more.
Yeah, I do see Chris Reed in the YouTube chat saying, it's been 5 since the flag dropped. It's got a little laggy a couple of times, but, yeah, I don't understand what's actually going on with it. It keeps dropping frames. It says I've dropped over 3,000 frames in the last minute. So I don't understand what's actually going on with it. So, again, I do apologize if it is looking a little crappy. We will have the recorded version after the race, though. But we're going to go ahead and just keep calling the race. As you see, Bradley Wilson just out to a really big lead now. Josh Abbey up 15 seconds, or back 15 seconds from that second place, or that first place position. AJ Green, he's about 25 seconds back. So AJ Green's starting to catch that 2 machine, but that 51 is starting to pull away from everybody. As right on board with that Donna Colin Forrester, he's starting to catch that 48 machine to AJ Green. So even without that front bumper, that 9 machine is starting to make up a lot of position. He was involved in an earlier wreck. So good to see that 9 machine getting up into the top 5. You saw David Salter wreck a couple of times going through a couple of the bus stops and stuff. So I want to say it's back. As I want to say it is back now. It looked like it just told me that YouTube had dropped the stream. So just double check, and yeah, it doesn't look like everything's still up. So it looks like we're still good. Still making a really good charge here in that lead position. Yeah, the 22 of Chad Hitchcock. He is up 16 positions right now. So, yeah, Chris Reed in the YouTube chat. Good to see you still sticking through all of this crappy internet issues that we are having. But, hey, like I said, after the race, we'll have a clear-cut stream up. You won't worry about any of the misses. You'll probably hear a couple of spots where me and Josh are quiet because we're kind of talking in the background trying to adjust a little bit of the settings. So, don't mind the little bit of a dull spot. But, yeah, we're still watching this. We're still doing it. And looks like the leaders are still, everybody's still digging it out, trying to make up as much position as they can.
Yeah, we're in the point of the race where those tires really falling off on those race cars. That 51 just been doing a great job. I mean, he is still setting the fastest laps of the race, lap after lap. I mean, he's got 17 seconds on that 5 of Josh Abbey, 42 seconds on 3rd place. I mean, that 51, he's looking like he is just trying to go and be a little runaway, lonely child, man. That 51's getting on the gas pedal And he's getting way out of town. He's getting out of Dodge, man. That 51's trying to get to next week's racetrack before anybody else, seems like.
Yeah, we're just cycling here through the field, just letting you see where everybody's at. Colin Forrester, like we were saying, moved up 12 positions. David Salter also up 17 positions. So that 88 of David Salter, saw him falling back, having a little bit of issues. But like Josh was saying, that 88 doing a really good job here on this road course. No, this isn't his favorite track to be at. So he's out here being in that 5th place position, doing really good. That 71 of Daniel Hendry, even without Hinder. Sorry if I'm saying your name wrong, man. I have to get with you and figure out how you pronounce your last name, but that 71 doing a really good job, missing that front bumper up here in that 6th position. And back behind him, coming out of the infield onto the turns 1 and 2, Nathan Nickel, Matthew Fitz. Oh, it is 3 and 4. No, that is 1 and 2.
Is it?
Yeah, we're coming into the backstretch right now.
Oh, yeah, we are, dude. I
See
swear.
Matthew Fitz missing a bumper and a hood.
I swear I thought I saw him come out of the chicane. That is completely my fault. Just an illusion there. Quick camera change caught me off guard. Is that Ford Nathan Nickel, though, still doing a good job, man, riding in that 7th place position. I say that, though. Matthew Fitz, big run. We know that 2 machine qualified up in that 5th place position to start the race. That 2's got pace. He's just got no hood or no front grills, so it'll see how that kills his pace here on the big part of the racetrack. The very, very downforce heavy part of the racetrack. It seems like he did get slow on the straightaway. And Ford's going to get on by. I say the straightaway. I mean, that is like... and that's not a straightaway, but you know what I mean.
Yeah, well,
very arrow.
That is very arrow dependent, so...
Yeah.
Yeah, being in those turns, you see that too at Matthew Fitz, he's got a good run out of the bus stop, but not able to keep up in the parts where it matter.
And it looks like Bradley Wilson still just chipping away at that lead, man. 18 seconds now. 2 at that 5 of Josh Abbey in 2nd place. And 51, I mean, he can probably stop for ice cream right now in pit lane and still be out in the lead by the time he gets around. 51 of Bradley Wilson just doing an excellent job here, looking to pick up his 3rd win in a row. I mean, Bradley Wilson has just been dominant ever since he started to pick it up towards the mid-season last season, and then made himself a big factor in the championship, and then just completely dominant run there at the end. And then it seems like that domination has not stopped. He has brought it into the next gen cars. He's one of the first 2, man. He's not wanting anybody else to win in these things yet. As you see that 5 of Josh Abbey. He is rolling it into turn number 1, through turn number 2, and through the S's here as he's going to get himself set up for turn 3. As you see that 51 already down, going to turn 4 into turn 5, setting himself up for turn 6. But David Salter here sitting in 6th place. He's up 16 spots. He just got passed by that 71. That what was a Toyota of Daniel Hinder. He has now got himself in that 5th place position. Still a good little run from these top couple guys.
Yeah, it looks like Austin Rhodes also crashed. Maybe a little check up there coming out of that infield. See him getting around there, the 8. Oh yeah, going around the 12, going around, trying to get around the 8 there of Logan Rhodes. Whoa, as we go back to him, see a big lockup into the bus stop, into the tire wall.
Might have gotten those rear tires heated up when he got spun around there earlier. I mean, he's trying to get it woed up for the bus stop. Just wasn't planted like it should have been. That 5 of Josh Abbey now, he's going to come to that bus stop. As you see that 3 of Josh Carver, he's just now past that 12 Austin Rhodes. So it looks like they're all going to get it gathered back up, but no hood for that 12 machine right now.
Yeah, it looks like Logan Rhodes also had a little bit of an issue. Saw that he crashed, so maybe missed the bus stop there, or missed the dog leg coming out of the turn. So a lot of these drivers going off the track here, a lot of craziness going on.
Whoa, contact! Coming out of the oval turn number 4. As that's going to be that 98 of Shane Weldon Sr. Is that the 82?
of Ed DeBauer. I want to say it was Ed DeBauer.
Yeah, that is Ed DeBauer. Whoa, big run in there. Did the 82 get loose, or was there a little bit of net code contact right there? I'm not sure what I saw. I made some contact right there.
Yeah, as you see him trying to get around, it looks like he maybe
Oh, pits. Colin Forster.
Colin Forster down pit lane.
Lap 15. I mean, this is the halfway point.
Yeah,
We'll see if Bradley Wilson and company come down pit road. Not going to make up much time to Bradley Wilson. I mean, he was almost a full minute up already. So that 51 machine, I don't think much pit strategy is going to really help you out with that 51 tonight. He's going to have to just have a unfortunate luck strike him before anybody catches that 51 here tonight. But Matthew Fitt's going to roll it down pit road here at lap number 15 as we'll see Bradley Wilson get it woed up for the dog leg here. We'll see if that 51 decides to come down pit road or if he will stay out as well. Big lockup from Logan Rhodes there. It looks like that 51 going to stay out on the racetrack. He's going to complete lap number 15 and stay in the lead here. It's Shane Weldon Sr., Ed DeBauer battling back again. That 82 machine. Well, he dive it to the inside. Looks like he's not. Looks like he's just going to play it safe, back it off early, going into the bus stop back here. That 98 of Shane Weldon Sr. going to clear, put himself up in 11th, and he's got Mickey Newman only 4 seconds in front of him. Definitely doable here to catch that 37. We'll see if Shane Weldon Sr. can net himself into that top 10 here. So it'll be some early points in the season. I mean, they might not be the most points. Any point does matter, and every point matters. Every little position matters here, and in racing, it looks like we got a lockup coming out of the dog leg. I think that was Josh Carver, and he stopped to let some drivers by. Oh, nope, that was not Josh Carver. I just saw a car locked up, and it was black. Not sure. Sorry about that.
Yeah, there's a lot of spread out racing going on. Sorry if it seems like we're a little energetic or whatever. It's just a lot of spread out racing going on here. It looks like Josh Abbey's got almost a 20-second gap.
Oh, don't blame it on the racing. It's not the racing, man. It's the internet issues. It's bumming me out, man. I want the streams to look beautiful, but yeah, we're not gonna get bummed out no more. We're gonna. Oh, look at that. We got a wreck. 82. 82 just did go around. I mean, he was battling with Shane Weldon Sr. It looks like the 12. He's gonna be down pit road and making his way out. As AJ Green, he's sitting in that 5th spot. He pitted on lap number 15 this time by, so shot him over that 37 to Mickey Newman. He's sitting in that P9 position. As Shane Weldon Sr. has put himself in that top 10. That's your 3rd place position right there. That 71 Daniel Hinder. He's 54 seconds back from that 5 of Josh Abbey, so he's not racing anybody for a position in front of him. But behind him, he's got AJ Green catching him. Pitted up. Oh, and there goes that 71 as I say that. And here comes that 15, or excuse me, that 48 of AJ Green, right on around. David Salter as well. That's going to put Salter up into that. Whoa, around again goes that 71. That's going to allow Colin Forster to make up a lot of time for that 71.
Yeah, as you see that 9 rolling out of the turn, he's going to be able to catch up to that 71.
And he's got a lot more momentum rolling here. Daniel Hinder, he's going to be under pressure here on the back straightaway.
Yeah, let's see how he attacks this bus stop coming into this back straightaway. See if he can get it woed down in time and not let that 9 of Colin Forster around, because we do know that 9's got a little bit more of a head of steam than he does.
Looks like the 9's not going to get all the way up there in time. The 71 able to get the power down. Had just enough time, as it looks like that 71 now going to be under attack from that 9 machine, as he is going to go to the inside. 71 going to go to that outside lane. So not going to make that pass. Is that 71 just going to let him by here? And it's here at lap number 16. We still have Bradley Wilson in the lead. Excuse me, lap number 17. Bradley Wilson in the lead. Man, he is just so far ahead. He's in next week already. Bradley Wilson, we need to talk to him. He could probably find us an internet provider. It's going to do better for than what we got going currently, because he's got all the answers, it seems like.
Yeah, so does look like lot of these drivers have got it kind of figured out now. Everybody's just kind of running a, whoa, as I say that, AJ Green crashes. Oh,
David
so,
Salter now only 2 seconds back.
yeah, you see David Salter making his way, coming up into, it's a bit of a turn to the left, coming into turn number 4 and 5.
4 is the kink. This is 5.
Oh, excuse me.
You know this.
I'm always terrible with track numbers and turn names.
This is turn number 6. You know, 6 comes after 5. I didn't know you knew that. So, but then yeah, here we go. David Salter gonna get up on NASCAR 1 and 2. As it looks like AJ Green now. Look at that. Bradley Wilson and Josh Abbey both down pit road, Chris.
Yeah, so both of your leaders down pit lane. Let's see if the 5 of Josh Abbey can get stopped, get the tires done and everything. Get out here and catch this 51. Maybe this 51 can get caught up in a little bit of traffic. That 5 can get up there, start battling it out with him. See now David Salter starting to fall back just a little bit to that that 3rd place position. He did start catching him. Now he's starting to fall back really quickly.
Yeah, it's still going to be about an 18, 19 second gap between Bradley Wilson and Josh Abbey. So that pit stop not going to bring them almost any closer. As that 88 David Salter now, he's going to bring his way down pit road. And he should lose position to that 9 of Colin Forrester. But he should hold top 5 at the moment, as it looks like Nathan Nickel about almost 40 seconds back. So
whoa, as
we'll
we
see
go
if
on
David
board with
Salter...
Josh Abbey. See him getting really sideways coming out of turn 4.
he's willing to end a turn 5 here in that number 5. That's Bradley Wilson. Talking about willing, man, this 51 machine has just been on a tear this season. This would make his 3rd win in a row, week 3 right here. At 51 doing his best Kyle Larson impersonation. He is just tearing him up week in and week out.
See David Salter coming out of pit lane now. Still sitting in that 5th place position, but Nathan Nichols only 4 seconds behind him. So let's see if that 4 can give him something. But that 88 machine, he's got fresh tires, so Nathan Nichols gonna start falling back here. He's not gonna be able to keep up with that 88. See AJ Green still sitting in that 3rd place position, starting to pull away from that 4th place position to Colin Forrester. So you saw Colin Forrester come down pit lane lap 14. So he's been down pit lane a little early, trying to pick up a little bit of track position. But currently sitting in that 4th place position, so it didn't work out for him. AJ Green sitting in that 3rd place. You saw Josh Abbey come down pit lane a little earlier, so he's got a 20-second gap between him and Bradley Wilson. It looks like he is closing that gap up just a little bit. So maybe Bradley Wilson not pushing the pressure too much. Maybe he's just on cruise control right now.
Yeah, cruise control, Chris, indeed is right. That Bradley Wilson 51 machine, I mean, that is the G unit right there. They don't call him that for no reason. I mean, he's got that Dodge Charger on cruise control. One arm on the steering wheel, other hand out the window, catching a cool breeze. I mean, he's on a nice Sunday drive right here. That 51 is just doing an excellent job as he brings it to the 11 to go when he hits the stripes this time. 51 of Bradley Wilson, looking for his 3rd win of the season.
It's going to kind of cycle through the field here. You see you got Bradley Wilson currently sitting in that 1st place position with Josh Abbey sitting in 2nd. AJ Green sitting in 3rd place, 23 seconds behind that 2nd place position. So if AJ Green's got anything for that 2nd place position, he's going to have to do it now. Then you got Colin Forrester sitting in that 4th place position. David Salter sitting in 5th. Nathan Nichols going to be in 6th. Matthew Fitz missing a hood and front bumper. Currently sitting in that 7th place position. Daniel Hendren that 71 machine currently sitting in 8th position with Ed DeBauer in 9th. Mickey Newman in that 37 going to be in that 10th place position, rounding out your top 10. Chad Hitchcock right behind him in that 22 in 11th position. Whoa, big lock up there from that 22. Oh, you see him getting into the grass there. You got Shane Weldon Sr. currently sitting in 12th, excuse me, up 14 positions. Austin Rhodes, see they're missing a hood as well. Currently sitting in that 13th position. A lot of smoke and everything in that bus stop there. Then you see that 28 of Robbie Vice currently sitting in 14th position. 99 of Stan Mayberry is in 15th. See Ed DeBauer and Mickey Newman down pit lane right now. You got William Brown currently sitting in 16th position.
And yeah, Chris, I came up with a funny when we saw that 22 of Chad Hitchcock going through the grass, man. I mean, it is the Cook's Lawn Care 30 for a reason. That 22 of Chad Hitchcock out there making that Sparkle Unicorn lawnmower. He's doing some yard care out there in that bus stop. So I was really brewing up on that one. So just had to let it go. I thought it was funny. I was laughing to myself with the mic muted. So sorry, didn't mean to make anybody cringe, but that was pretty funny.
You see that 99 of Stan Mayberry going a lap down again. So Bradley Wilson still out there on a tear, doing a really good job. Like we were saying earlier, we do apologize if the stream is frame dropping. We are going to be changing our provider next week for the next race. I have narrowed it down to my internet is fine, and we've streamed it solo to YouTube and Facebook. They do not frame drop at all. It's only whenever I stream it to this program, so I'm not going to be using the program anymore. So again, after the race, we will have a full race replay up on the YouTube page.
Yeah, again, sincerely do apologize. I know we have some viewers saying that it's not too bad, but man, it shouldn't be not too bad at all. It should be great, fantastic. I mean, we haven't had that reputation of having streams like this. This has just been something within these last 2 weeks. It has just sprung up on me and Chris, and we cannot figure it out. I mean, we've changed so many settings. I mean, we've just tried so many different things, and some nights it'll be spot on. Other nights, especially recently, it's been very, very hit or miss, and mostly miss. So 28 or Robbie Bice just blew up, unfortunately.
Oh, you hear that 28 blow up. So Robbie Bice down pit lane. Unfortunate for that 28 machine.
Man, I got to point out that 5 machine of Josh Abbey's livery. We talked about his number placement earlier. But, that whole livery, man, just a beautiful looking skin. I love when he comes into the lights. You really see that chrome, that holographic look to it. And I love those colors, man. That green with that very, very sharp red. That is just a beautiful color. And big shout out to that 5 of Josh Abbey. Killing it with the new scheme, man. Now I see that number on that race car. That don't look that bad, Chris.
I know a lot of people have been complaining about those side numbers as we say that. A lot of smoke going down into the bus stop. Don't see anybody around, so I do see that David Salter crashed, but that could have been from a little bit ago.
He could have also, had a slowdown as well. Since SDK does consider slowdowns a crash,
You
maybe
are
one of
correct.
some of these drivers that we're seeing some crashes from. Maybe it's just where they're, cutting the dog leg of the bus stop. Oh, we got to slow down in the middle of the track. That's that 99 Stan Mayberry. He's going to get it rolling back here, but that 5 of Josh Abbey going to go to this inside lane as he's going to put a lap down to that, put another lap on that 99 machine of Stan Mayberry, who's currently rolling in that 14th position. Only 8 cars on the lead lap currently.
Yeah, that 5 machine of Josh Abbey doing a really good job, but like you were saying, that 51 of Bradley Wilson doing an extremely good job out here in the front of the race. Got a 24-second gap on that second place position. So Bradley Wilson just doing it like he always does, just sitting out here in the front in these next gen cars, like we said earlier, just showing these boys how it's done.
Yeah, AJ Green, though, doing a good job. That Ally 48 machine started in that 7th place position. He's kept his nose fairly clean, and that 48's rolling in that top 3 right now. He's got himself sitting in 3rd, 14 seconds away from that number 9 of Colin Forrester. He's doing a good job here. I mean, it's AJ Green, I mean, he's been one of those drivers all last season. Then he started off with a substitute rod and was just fighting rods where he could get them. Very consistent in qualifying. Very, very good in qualifying. Usually sat close to the pole position, if not the pole position. And it just seemed like towards the mid-runs, that 48 would have a lot of problems with fall off, a lot of problems with, just getting caught up, maybe running that car just a little bit harder. But it seems like that 48 of AJ Green's taking all that into consideration. Look at that, 71, Daniel Hinder around. That's going to let that 48 of AJ Green go on by right there. As we'll see him come out of... Oh, he just got way too low on the apron.
Yeah,
he kept it off the racetrack there, so that's good.
Yeah, you see that 71 go around, so those tires are starting to play a factor, and everybody's against everyone. Whoa, you see the 51 running it really wide there.
Yeah, I just didn't get her woed up enough. It's getting to that point again where those race cars going to just start changing on you drastically. One lap, you're hitting your marks. You feel like you're having no tire fall off, and then bam, you go into turn one, go to do the same thing you've been doing for the last 5-6 laps, and it's like the race car just is a completely different race car. It doesn't know you. It's just like, who are you?
Josh Carver going through the dog leg there.
He wasn't going through the dog leg. He was going around the dog leg.
Yeah, Josh Carver going around the dog leg.
He made his own chicane. But, yeah, it's getting to that. Oh, big run in from the 3. He's going to bump the 48 a little bit.
Yeah, as the 5 of Josh Abbey still got a 25-second gap between him and that first place position, Bradley Wilson. So like we said, Bradley Wilson with 8 laps to go, he's just pretty much let this car on cruise control. He's got everything figured out. He's just kind of cruising up here in the front.
Yeah, that Shane LaShawn 51 Bradley Wilson Dodge Charger rolling here tonight as you're right on board with him in that roll bar camera. As that's not a camera strapped to the roll bar, that is a legit man hanging on. That we don't have enough money for fancy cameras, so we get a guy named Steve that we met down at the 7-Eleven to hang on. I mean, he's a pretty cool guy, and yeah, he likes to ride in the race car. He always gets out a little bit cross-eyed, but he kind of likes it, so it's pretty cool.
Sometimes we can get him to jump from car to car, but oh, look at that! He just jumped across the track. Oh, okay, I'm done.
As you saw Bradley Wilson taking some moves onto a lapped car there. Is that 5 of Josh Abbey going to get in there past that 44 machine? That is Daniel Shipp. As you see, Josh Abbey now 25 seconds back from Bradley Wilson. So with 13 laps to go, Bradley Wilson is looking like the man of the night. Excuse me, 7 laps to go. How many did I say?
You said 13.
We must have been looking at a lapped car.
Yeah,
we must have been looking at a lapped car. That's my bad.
Car.
Yeah, that's my bad. So with 7 laps to go, yeah, looking like Bradley Wilson, man, is going to be that guy to beat tonight. As that 5 of Josh Abbey going to get past that 82 machine of Ed DeBauer. He's got himself set in a solid second place, 19 seconds away from AJ Green. Still a very good run here from that 5 machine tonight. Nothing to put his head to. As we have almost 5 laps here to go. We're going to go ahead and throw it side by side for a word from your sponsor one more time here tonight before we get to the last closing laps of the action.
When do you plan on putting in that new fence we've been talking about since last summer?
I guess I could start tomorrow.
Protect the ones you love and protect your buried utilities by contacting 811 before you dig, either by phone, the web, or the NC811 app. Know what's below before you dig. Visit nc811.org to learn more. If recent storms have caused damage to your property, contact 811 before you begin your cleanup. Buried utilities around uprooted trees can make a bad situation worse if those lines are not located before digging. Electric, natural gas, and internet lines are everywhere, and knowing where they are is the safest way to start any digging project. Call North Carolina 811 by dialing 811 or by using single address ticket on nc811.org or the NC811 app.
This tree is going to look great here.
Did you call 811 to protect your underground utilities?
I can't wait to see these roses come up.
Dig, dig, dig! Wait, we forgot to call 811.
Before you dig, make sure you can. Call 811 to know what's below. It's up to all of us to protect the ones we love.
As this is looking like a 1970 Riverside race, man. We've got 4 cars on the lead lap. That 51 of Bradley Wilson has just been chopping them up left to right, as he has just put 5th place a lap down here at lap number 25 up 30. He's coming to get the 5 to go stripe this time. He's looking to work his way closer and closer to that white flag, as he is going to grab himself his 3rd win of the season, maybe here tonight. As he's got a 26-second gap, but it is still definitely not over for that 51 machine. Anything can happen on the road course. The way that 51 machine's driving, looks like he is going to be the guy to beat. Is that 5 of Josh Abbey now 27 seconds back, as he is behind that number 37 machine of Mickey Newman. That 5 machine, not only driving well, looking well. We hope to see that 5 machine carry this momentum he's showing here at the road course through the rest of the season.
Yeah, and if you stuck with us through the whole stream, we do appreciate you being here. It does look like the stream has settled itself out, so we are getting some good runs here. So I just want to thank everybody that's out there on the Facebook and the YouTube that stuck with us through all of this. Chris Reed, I know you're over there on the YouTube page. Man, hey, appreciate you having you in the chat and seeing you talk with you about Chad Hitchcock moving up. He's currently sitting in that 12th position, up 15th spot, so that 22 still in it right now.
Love those white wheels, man. The new wheels on these next-gen cars just look so good rolling. I mean, it's not those Steelies, it's those nice aluminum-looking GT-style wheels. So if you're wondering why they went to the single lug, it's because they couldn't run 5 lugs with those wheel styles. They want to run a more, what's the word I'm looking for, quote-unquote modern-style looking race car to make it look what you see every day, like showroom floor. I mean, because how many cars are coming nowadays with 15-inch steel wheels, or whatever size steel wheels? I just said a random size steel wheel, but either way, you know, you got these big old, you know, GT racing-looking wheels. I mean, they look so nice painted up, and they went to that single lug because they couldn't hold up to the 5 lugs with the way they were built, is what I want to say. They kept cracking wheel faces, so they ended up going to that single lug. Worked out perfect. So that's why NASCAR did go to the single lug. They experimented with 5 lug, but just said it wasn't going to work with the wheel. And now you know why. If you didn't know why, now you know why.
Yeah, the more and more I look at that 5 car of Josh Abbey, and I see that number placement with it, it's starting to grow on me.
It looks like a late model, man. That's what I think of.
Actually like it.
That's what I'm saying. I mean, it looks a little awkward at first. I mean, yeah, I mean, it's obviously different, but you know, you go to your late model track, man, you see those guys with those, like, my favorite ones is dudes that have, like, murals of themselves, like, wrapped into the car. It'll be like them racing, like, their old late models back in the day. It'll have their name, like, some cool font, and then, like, big quarter panel number. And I just think that's so cool. Or it'll have their, like, nickname across, like, the door. As you see the 8 of Logan Rhodes, they're off track. Do the S's. That's the 88 of David Salter going by. So, like, the 8 going to get it rolled back up. Maybe just slowing down. Didn't want to get caught up in anybody's way. But, yeah, man, those schemes start to grow on me, Chris.
Yeah, and you see Colin Forster in that non-car, that Call When You Dig, 811 Dig car, is our sponsor. As you saw in a couple of commercials, just want to go ahead and shout them out. Just say, hey, thank them for coming. Also, Cook's Lawn Care is the sponsor for this race. Want to go ahead and shout them out and say, you know, want to really appreciate having them on. So, looks like this race is turning out really good. Colin Forster currently sitting in that 4th place, so he's got that 811 car up in that 4th place position. Riding back on board here with that 51 of Bradley Wilson. He's got, you see Josh Abbey, Josh, look at that. He's cut that gap down to now 26 seconds. So Josh Abbey's chipped 2 seconds off of that gap between him and that 1st place position. But with 4 laps to go, I don't think he's got enough time to do it unless that 51 goes around and goes around hard.
Yeah, there's virtually no way unless the 5 just puts on rocket ships and finds his Harry Hog special tires. That 5 machine is almost a county back, and that 51 machine's rolling hard right now. I don't think we're going to see much mistakes in that 51 machine. He can pretty much just put this car in cruise control and just float his way around this racetrack comfortably, and he'll still win this race. 2 laps to go here in a minute, or excuse me, 3 laps to go here now, and we'll be coming to that 2 to go next time. Bradley Wilson probably just on that cruise control. I would assume Josh Abbey as well. Probably just realizes it's you know, not his time tonight, and he's just gonna roll it in, man. Still a 2nd place position. That is a good run here early in the season, and finishing 2nd to Bradley Wilson. That's nothing to hang your head at. We'll see if Bradley Wilson keeps this dominance rolling, man. We know this was the same way that Bryant Seaborn started out the season last year, Chris, if you remember, and you saw how far into the season Bryant Seaborn actually did well until he just seemed like a stone just dropped onto his progress and just completely halted. I mean, that 14 machine who was in the 20 last year, I mean, he's just had an unfortunate late season. So we'll see if Bradley Wilson gets bit by that early season bug of winning, and he's going to win too much, and just you can't win them all before the end of the season, you know. So we'll see. Ooh, looks like Josh Carver in the wall. Looks like he is just going to go ahead and put himself back in a pit road with a tow. But, you know, Bradley Wilson, we'll see how that momentum carries through the season, you know. It's just going to be interesting.
Yeah, big hit there from the 3, and then you're going to see the poor Nathan Nickel get it slowed down, but he's going to get around him. Yes, you're going to see Josh Carver in that 3 Ford Mustang Goodwrench car, which is extremely awkward to say, pull into pit lane.
How many times have we made jokes to him about that? I think we say it every race that he's always in a Ford and the 3 car.
Yeah, he's in the Ford Mustang 3 Goodwrench. Yeah, it's just blasphemy, man. See the 51. Whoa, getting the 51 getting a little loose coming off of that banking there.
He's good. He's good. He's got her woed up. Coming to the 2 to go this time. Bradley Wilson, I mean, he did get her in there a little hot, but just maybe getting excited, man, getting a little ambitious. He's getting on that loud pedal, wanting to see that checkered flag. Bradley Wilson's just doing an excellent job here tonight, man. 27-second gap, sealed to that 5 of Josh Abbey. And, man, this is fun to watch, this early dominance, Chris. You know, we saw it last season with Bryant Seaborn. Like I was saying, we're really starting to see it again as Bradley Wilson's starting to dig here now.
Yeah, as you see, he's got that gap out now to a 27-second gap. So Bradley Wilson's starting to slowly pull that gap away as it looks like Logan Rhodes is wrecked again. Maybe missed the bus stop there again. A lot of drivers having that happen. My timing is down here just lighting up right now as I see Shane Weldon Sr. around.
Oh, no, that's like one of his first mistakes tonight. Shane's been pretty consistent tonight, man. That's unfortunate for him. He just missed that wreck with Josh Carver a moment ago by the skin of his teeth, but looks like he's just going to, just way too hard into the bus stop. Luckily, he hit some rubber tires, though, and not a big old hard concrete wall.
Yeah, but with 2 laps to go, that 51 is out. Coming out of turn number 2, Daytona, or Oval 2, going into the bus stop. As you now see Josh Abbey coming out of the infield into what is the Oval 1. So he's got a big gap. You see the 51 going into Oval 3. Josh Abbey just coming out onto the backstretch. So big gap there from that 51 to that 5. As it looks like Logan Rhodes and Colin Forster have went around. Whoa, you see the poor Nathan Nickel getting around him.
Yeah, and just missing it again. Nathan Nickel, man, he is wanting this position. He is saying, I ain't getting into anybody's wrecks. If I see you wreck and get out of my way, I'm going through it. Nathan Nickel, good little run from him, man. P7 right now. It's good to see that 4 machine holding to a solid top 10 position right now. And Bradley Wilson, he's going to grab the white flag here as it is going to be out at the Cooks Lawn Care 30. As he is going to bring our field to the white flag. Through the S's for the last time tonight. We'll see if that 51 Shannon LaShawn Dodge Charger will bring us back to the checkered flag in that P1 spot. As he's going to bring it through turn number 3. One of the most hated turns on the track by me because you just get so loose on exit right there. He's going to bring it down this little straightaway into turn number 4. what we like to call the kink turn. As you got a little bit of blip out of the throttle right there, shoot it into that apex, shoot you really wide. And this sets you up for turn number 5 here. The international horseshoe as you bring it around through turn number 5. You're out on board here at the driver cam. Bradley Wilson just going to show you how to get it done here into turn number 6 to get you onto NASCAR Oval 1 and 2. He's just going to really get back into the throttle. Second gear, see something that you're not used to seeing. Third gear. Fourth gear, and then watch this. This is something that some of you guys might not be used to yet. He's going to go up to that 5th gear, maybe. Yep, there it is. 5th gear from Bradley Wilson down the back straightaway in these next-gen cars. Bring about now, down to about 2nd gear, I would assume. Get her really woed up into the bus stop as he is going to get a good little run through there on those old tires. And he's going to come down to the back straightaway into NASCAR 3 and 4, into the dog leg for the last time. That 51 of Bradley Wilson looking strong, 27-second lead. He is looking to pick up his 3rd win of the season in a row. Whoa!
It's the 51. He gets around.
28 seconds from Josh Abbey. He doesn't got time. He doesn't got time. The Bradley Wilson going to make his only mistake of the race. Still not enough time from Josh Abbey, though.
There's your winner, Josh Abbey. I mean, Bradley Wilson, excuse me. I was looking at the ticker as I was saying that. So
oh, man. My heart dropped.
Yeah.
My heart dropped when I saw that.
You see the 5 of Josh Abbey bringing it down. Across the checkered flag. He's going to take that 2nd place position. AJ Green bringing it down. Out of turns 3 and 4 into that dog leg.
AJ Green looks like he's going to pick himself up a podium here. That's good to see. Early season momentum coming from that 3.
As you see him doing the victory S's down that front straightaway.
And Josh Abbey, man, big shout out to him. That number 5. He took that P2 here tonight. AJ Green just said, who wants to hit the last chicane turtles with me? And he sounded like a kid in a candy shop when he said it. So this 48's definitely going to full send it. Oh, yes. Here we go. So you're going to see a little bit of last race shenanigans here. Might have some guys still racing up there, but, you know, who knows? They're having fun out here now. Race is over. Only 1 minute left remaining in the session. So that 51 going to get his burnouts once he gets back up there. Looks like he's woeing her up. Maybe try not to so he doesn't take those guys out. Yeah, here he goes. He was woeing it up, letting those guys get by, and here he comes. This is now the highlight. Oh! Yes. Yes. AJ Green taking the podium celebration to the fullest, man. That's what we need to screw burnouts, man. That's what they need to start doing at road course celebrations. Just full sending off the turtles, Chris.
Yeah, as I heard him say it, I was like, okay, I gotta watch.
I don't know. I had to watch. That was what I wanted to see right there. Is that 51 going to bring up that Dodge Charger to the stripe? He is going to get some burnouts rolling here for you fans at home. I don't know who Dan is, but hashtag free Dan. I just heard AJ say through driver chat, it got me going over the turtles on driver chat. Amazing. Heck yeah, we did. I'm not going to miss that, dude. That's something I'm doing after races, man. I'm sending it into the turtle almost every time after Daytona races. That stuff is so fun. There's that burnout, man. Josh Abbey, Bradley Wilson going to do the duo burnout. Those two guys definitely have something to both be excited about. That 51 machine picking up his 3rd consecutive win of the season in only the 3rd race of the season. So he's won all 3 of them. If you can do, you know, basic common sense, is though the 2 looks like he just got done flipping it off the turtles. Oh man, everybody's doing it now, I think, Chris. Or is Austin Rhodes just coming to lap number 30? Is he just going to finish his race? As looks like we're still waiting for our drivers to get up into the booth. Man, they're just out there. This kind of looks like lap 1, doesn't it, Chris, of the race, you know?
Yeah, it kind of does.
And so that's exactly what I heard Bradley say, man. He said, you know, I don't know why. Oh, gosh, Bradley's flying backwards. Oh, here he comes. Is he going? I think Bradley's going to do his celebratory. Oh, God. Here comes blowing up William Brown. Oh, man. This is a good race ending. I'm loving this. Oh, no, is he not going to do it? It's like a demolition derby on the front straightaway. Oh, is he going to get her up to oval speed and do it?
Let's go through the. Actually, you know what? We're gonna watch this. We're gonna watch what happens here. While we're
we're gonna go ahead and go through your results. As it's gonna be that 51 of Robbie Bice. It went to Robbie Bice, and I just said that. My bad. That 51 of Bradley Wilson picking up the win here tonight with that 5 of Josh Abbey finishing P2. It's gonna be AJ Green in that 3rd position with Colin Forster in P4. David Salter in that P5 spot with Matthew Fitz in P6. Daniel Hinder in that P7 spot with Nathan Nickel in P8. Then it's going to be Austin Rhodes in P9. He missed it. Dang it. And then Mickey Newman in that 10th spot with Ed Bauer in 11th. Chad Hitchcock in 12th. Shane Weldon Sr. in 13th. Sorry, I'm laughing like a child because I see it in my peripheral. Stan Mayberry in that 14th spot. Jimmy Green in that 15th spot. William Brown in 16th. Josh Carver 17th. Robbie Bice 18th. Logan Rhodes 19th with Daniel Ship in that 20th position. Brian Chu is going to be 21st with Austin Gee 22nd. Bryant Seaborn 23rd with Adam Alashire 24th. Lance Hill 25th with Brian Hubel 26th. And James Morgan going to round out your field in that 27th position. So it looks like we've got all 3 of our drivers into the booth, Chris, and ready as they are in the staging area. Going to go ahead and bring in that 3rd place finisher of AJ Green. Have a word with that driver. AJ Green, I almost said 3 drivers. Chris and Josh up in the blue, or a full throttle booth, excuse me. You got a copy?
I got a copy.
Hey, buddy, man. Hey, you picked up the podium here. You first going to be the first podium finish from you of the season here at Daytona Road Course, man. That 48 machine, I mean, it's your it looks like that's your full-time seat this season. Glad to see you up in that full-time seat rolling here with these boys. And we were talking about you earlier, you know, having a lot of pace last season, but just getting caught up in the wrong place, wrong time, or just, you know, having race strategies go, you know, crazy. But it's finally good to see that 48 machine get up here and show its pace. I mean, we know we had some drivers out there. Looks like they had some rocket ships on those cars. But still, man, that 48, you were showing some good pace here tonight. You picked up that podium position. How you feeling?
I'm feeling great. That first lap was mayhem. I got through it with like 40 seconds of damage on the left front, all on the front. And I just ran clean. I ran like 158s, 157s. The whole race pretty much, and got going there at the end, and good pit stop, and just kept my pace up, and all was well.
Yeah, and that first lap was absolute mayhem. It was like a wrecking all the way to turn 4. They just didn't stop. It was just me and Chris kept going. He would be, okay, this guy's around. Okay, this guy's around. It looks like this guy's around. I'm like, oh, but look over there across the track. They're spinning too. So
my mirror was just filled with smoke the whole time.
I bet your spotter was going inside, hold your
yeah. It was crazy.
Yeah, man, that was crazy. But you're able to make it through, man. Damaged race car or not, that 48 machine had the pace to get that podium position done here. AJ, again, congratulations, man, on that podium here. Good to see you up here, finally running strong and getting a good finish out of it. You got any final thoughts, final words, or shout outs before we let you go here tonight?
Good job to Bradley Wilson, keeping it clean. Shout out to Vortex Theory. They did. 2 didn't do good. Colin did well, finished 4th. Shout out to you guys for broadcasting. And just shout out to everyone who finished on the lead lap.
I think it was like 4 of y'all. So, heck yeah, AJ, it was good to finally have you up here in the booth, man. Have a word with you after a good race from you. So, hey,
Mhm.
hopefully we see you pick up this momentum, bring it back to these boys next week.
Hopefully.
Again, congratulations, and we'll be seeing you next week, AJ.
Thank you.
Oh, and awesome turtle jumps. I
Oh.
can't not. That was sick, dude. So,
Thank you.
all
I
right, well, have a
practiced.
good well, have a good night, man.
Hey, you too.
All right, and that was that third place position of AJ Green. These boys just having a good time here tonight. That's what I like to hear. As we're gonna bring in that 5 of Josh Abbey. Have a word with that number 5 machine. Josh, Abby, Chris, and Josh up in the booth. You got a copy, buddy?
Yes, sir. How's it going, fellas?
Going good, man. Well, I got to talk to you about that first lap and everything. I was just absolute carnage, and you seemed to hold a really good pace there at the start. But it looks like once Bradley Wilson was able just to find that groove, he just took off. And like I was telling AJ, put the rockets on. I mean, he was moving. But hey, Josh, I heard them joking around with you, saying you weren't the road course guy, but you picked up that second place, man, and you looked very strong tonight with a lot of guys behind you that we've seen pretty strong on the road courses before. How you feeling after that second place? And I know the heart rate was probably through the roof on lap number 1.
Well, I'm alive. You just, yeah, I'm not a road course guy whatsoever. I've struggled so long. It's one of the tracks that I've always tried to learn. I've actually done a lot of more road racing to kind of get better. So maybe it's a little bit of payoff. Maybe it's just a little, I like this car. First lap was madness and survival. As soon as I saw I think it was the 24, the 27 go right in front of me, I was trying to not hit the brake. I was trying to hit the brakes to try to catch the car. I was going wide a little bit, so that had the 3 and I think the 2, and then we go into the hairpin, and next they sent it, and I told Brad, I said, all right, we're surviving. Let's go. And I mean, Brad's an alien, so he's just, things come natural to this guy. So at the same time, it's great to have him as a teammate, because as much as he turns the afterburners on, he's also kind of helping me keep calm and cool. And then a lot of tonight's race really goes to him, kind of just helping coaching one another throughout this whole race.
Yeah, man. Well, it's good to see you get with a good teammate, man. Got a good platform under you, Josh. We saw you last season, not necessarily struggle, just like we were saying with a lot of the drivers, wrong place, wrong time for a lot of you guys that showed so much speed in early runs. And tonight it all clicked, man. And that 5 machine, you were looking bad fast. It was good to see you get that podium finish, man. And these next gen cars on the road courses might be the secret sauce for Josh Abbey. Who knows? But you're looking good out there tonight, man. And you got any final thoughts, final words, or shout outs before we let you go here tonight?
Absolutely. I mean, yeah, I definitely needed a strong run. Last week was a little snafu that I had, and it kind of took myself out. So definitely for the points is really going to help. I mean, I can't help enough that Daniel Hendry, another teammate of ours, he made a solid set. I mean, there's so much grip in the car. I was able to stay fast and consistent. Not as fast as Bradley, but I was able to have lap times really similar to 3rd and 4th, so I can keep them at bay once we made our pit stall. So definitely got to give a shout out, like I said, to Hendry for the set. My teammates, Brad, unfortunately Lee had early trouble, so James Morgan he was unable to finish with us. But Martin Sports 906.com, he's definitely got to go hit for your iRacing gloves. If y'all go to the website, you'll definitely want to pay attention to them. But Shenandoah Shine, Primetime Sports Talk, Quest Tech Position, like I said, my guys here, SSR, CGE, really great team, and it really put everything together. So y'all for putting on the broadcast, y'all do a hell of a job every single time I watch y'all, whether it's this league or another league, and then the guys at Full Throttle putting this league on in general. So then at the end of the day, I always got to thank my wife. So happy wife, happy life. She lets me do this. So got a huge shout out to her. Thank you. I'm muted?
No, that was me. Sorry.
Oh, sorry. I was like, I just got to talking.
Sorry about that. I was in the middle of talking. Chris heard me and was like, ah. But I was going to say, heck
You're
yeah,
good.
man. Just again, congratulations, buddy. Always a pleasure having you up in the booth. And congratulations on that P2, man. Hopefully we see that momentum going forward. And you got Bradley as a teammate. Next thing we know, we're going to have 2 drivers going, 50 seconds past everybody. It's going to be crazy now.
That's the plan. We'll see what we can't stay on his coattail. That's for sure.
Heck yeah, man. Well, hey, again, congratulations, bud. And we'll be seeing you next week.
All right, man. Y'all have a good night.
You too. All right, that was that 5 of Josh Abbey. Going to go ahead and bring in your winner, Bradley Wilson, as he's just getting used to this. This is just where he's expecting to come on Sunday nights. Bradley Wilson, man, you show up to this booth like you know, a lot of people go to church on a Sunday. This is your Sunday place, Bradley. You are back in the booth, man, with another win, and you are looking good. 3 wins this season, and you picked up another one here at Daytona. How you feeling after just a dominating win and some first lap carnage surviving? Looks like after that you got past that 5 of Josh Abbey, your teammate. No looking back. How you feeling after tonight, buddy? And again, congratulations on picking up that 3rd win of the season.
Thanks. It was a lot of hard work went into this setup. Kind of wish I could put more effort into making setups, but I just don't know what to do. So shout out to Daniel Hindra. He actually made mine and Abby's set, and it just came to life. Turn 1, I backed it up a lot. I knew if we could get past turn 1, turn 2, and turn 3 would be fine. And by that time, we were sitting P2, and I just never looked back. Just focusing between me and Abby, not wrecking each other, trying to pass each other.
Yeah, man, that was some carnage there on lap 1. You survived well, and that 51 machine was looking good. I mean, you had some good battles there with Josh Abbey early. It was fun watching you two battle it out, and then once you got clear, it was just it was almost like a Sunday drive out there. You set that 51 machine on cruise control, and you were just rolling. Like you said, that setup, whatever you guys got cooking over there, definitely came to life because that machine was on rails, and you had that hot rod moving around here tonight. But you know, you picked up that win here, Bradley, and it's your 3rd win of the season, man. That must feel good. Early here in the regular season, 3 wins. You're already setting yourself maybe for a little championship favorite here going to the next gen season here early.
Yeah, between me and my team, we were talking the other day, and someone said, "You want to do a perfect season?" And I really never thought about it until actually yesterday. About I could actually maybe pull it off, but it's definitely gonna take a lot of hard work between me and my team to get setups built right for all our driving styles and make it so we can do long run, short run, all the way around. But hopefully, I'm back here in Victory Lane a couple more times this year.
Heck yeah, man. That'd be some Richard Petty. You'd be like the Richard Petty of iRacing right there with a perfect season, you know. So we don't have to call you the king. You know, but just joking with you, Bradley. But hey, good job, man, here tonight. Hopefully we are talking to you in Victory Lane, but the way you boys got them setups rolling over there and the way you're willing that race car and doing your thing, I'm sure we're gonna be having some more words with that 51 machine in the future up here in the booth. But hey, Bradley, if you've got any final words, final shout outs or thoughts before we let you go here tonight, you can go ahead and throw them out there.
A big, huge shout out to Daniel Hindra, my teammate. He put a lot of time and effort into the setup, and it sucks that he got some muddy end of the sticks in the race, but I think he pulled off a decent finish, top 10. Abby for racing me hard but not wrecking me. It was a lot of fun racing against them. My sponsors, ShenandoahShine.co, MartinSports906.com, GTR Simulators, CGE, White Knuckle Esports. Lee Morgan, I know some stuff came up right before the race, so it sucks for him because he had that going on the back of his mind, and then a meatball, so he left early. Dan Gallant, he just got recently engaged. Congrats, Dan. Love you, man. My dad for putting up with me for 18 years and just living my best life.
Heck yeah, Bradley. Well, again, congratulations, man. It's good to see you back in Victory Lane, and hopefully we'll be talking to you next week. And have a good night, man. And we'll be seeing you soon, buddy.
Hopefully.
All right, and that was that 51 of Bradley Wilson. Well, Chris, do you have any final thoughts before we let the fans go here tonight?
Just want to apologize again for the way the stream went. I am currently, as we were sitting here doing the interviews, looking through other streaming programs and stuff. So I'm gonna get everything situated. It looks like about midway through the race, it straightened itself back out. So I don't know what's going on with it. I do apologize. It's been going crazy for me for the last 2 weeks now. And it's starting to look like it's not me and my stuff, because whenever I do solo streams, it does okay. So I don't know. Maybe it's just the program that I'm using, but I'm gonna figure it out. We'll get it situated. But again, just the Full Throttle guys, Robbie, David, Austin, all the guys in Full Throttle for letting us be a part of this.
Heck yeah, we saw a good race here tonight at the road course of Daytona. And yeah, it was a fun race here. We saw Bradley Wilson. Pick up a good win as Josh Abbey came in second, AJ Green third. We just had a word with them, but Yeah, a big shout out to you fans at home. Again, do apologize. Like Chris said, we will have the stream. We were recording this whole stream all the way through to right now, so it will be re-recorded or reposted, excuse me, after the live stream to YouTube. So we will have a full clear version. It will be no stutters, nothing like that. So do apologize again. So if you are wanting to rewatch the stream, one of those people that like to go to work or anything like that, watching the races, then yeah, you will for sure be able to have a crystal clear pictured version of the race at your disposal in the morning, or should be if it's uploaded by then. I know YouTube can be funky sometimes, but Chris should have that uploaded tonight. He just confirmed that in my ear. But hey, again, thank you to our sponsors. That would be the NC811 Dig, and for tonight's race, Cook's Lawn Care, as it was a fun night they put on for us. A demolition derby. They're going to have to definitely get out there and help with that infield. Get some of that Cook's Lawn Care out there on that infield. Get it beautiful and straighten back up for the next time we roll back through here at Daytona. But other than that, just want to say a big shout out to the fans again. If you're on that YouTube page, hit the subscribe button, turn on that notification bell. We'll know when we go live. If you're on that Facebook, hit the like button, and make sure to check out the Full Throttle guys, as next week we will be at Homestead. So this is Chris and Josh from the Full Throttle booth signing off, and we'll be seeing you next week at the beautiful Miami Homestead.